Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Terrific Tuesday. I hope you're still enjoying the powerful ways in which God has been moving in your life since the weekend and on yesterday. So let's go ahead and get some more of it today. You know, in the book of James, the 5th chapter, verses 1 through 6, we do believe and we know that James has been a long time interpreted as being the brother of Jesus. He gives us a warning to the rich. He says something that is so powerful. He delivers a strong warning about whoever exploits and hoards their wealth. He says, your wealth is rotting and your clothes are moth eaten. You know, basically he's saying to us that we cannot think that what we see here on earth is eternal. You know, we find it throughout the Bible how God is reminding us that we have to build our hopes on things eternal and hold to God's unchanging hands. This text begins to remind all of those persons who have great wealth, all of this is going to pass away. You know, you're here for a moment, then it's gone. But what will last? And that is your soul. Our souls are immortal. He condemns those who oppress workers and those who do not do what is right by them. You know, it's important for us to remind those who are rich, don't get greedy. God gives you wealth. That's wonderful. Use it for his glory. In today's world, this passage speaks directly to the dangers of greed and exploitation and the pursuits of the rich at the expense of others. We live in a climate and in an environment that people are looking out for the rich, but it's the middle class. It's the lower class that often find themselves feeling as though they've been pushed out, how they're never getting the tax breaks. You know, this text speaks to us and it reminds all of us, any of us who have any degree of wealth, that God is going to hold us accountable for what we do. We must make sure that our wealth is not filled with injustice, but is filled with justice, and that we have compassion. For those in the position of influence, this calls us that we should treat everybody fairly and that we should pursue resources to make sure that we are a blessing to those who are oppressed and to make sure no one is ever oppressed again. He reminds us to examine our relationships with our money and those things that we hold so tightly. Unfortunately, James reminds us that God hears the cries of the oppressed and he will bring about justice. You know, it is unfortunate when those who are rich have an opportunity to do good and do better and don't. It's almost bringing self-destruction. We must know that when we don't take care of those who are the underserved in our community, it is then that God is going to hold us responsible, because it tells us the one who knoweth good and doeth not, to him it is sin. We must live generously. We must live with integrity, and we must have a heart for doing good for those who are the least, the lost, and those who are the left out. Today, let's make sure no one is left out. Let's include everybody, and let's let them know that we are all exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and we're going to share the wealth and we're going to pass it around. God bless you. Look forward to talking with you again on tomorrow. So take the Lord with you everywhere you go, and you'll always be in the right place.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.